Hello, now we are here for an interview about disability. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Michal. I live in Poland, in Warsaw actually. I'm on wheelchair since about a year. I have disease which make my disability progress. So year by year, I maybe will be in worse state. Now I'm here and I can talk.
Thank you very much for being here. Now we would like to face 4 different arguments about disability. The first argument is about the challenges that you have to face during your all-day life, and especially in Poland and in Warsaw. Which, according to you, are the most important challenges that people with a disability have to face in Poland, in Warsaw?
I think that is quite common everywhere. So every architecture problems like stairs, lifts which doesn't work, or lifts that are too small. That in last 2 weeks we've found 4 lifts that doesn't work. So I had to go by stair by myself. So it was difficult. Also, transport is quite problematic. In public transport, there is like in a bus, it's place only for one single wheelchair. I heard about people who was not able to go inside the bus because someone on a wheelchair was already in this bus. So when I go by this motor, which is attached to the wheelchair, twice drivers says, okay, you can go with your wheelchair, but not with this extra motor, because together it's like scooter and you are not allowed to go with that in the bus. So yes, so it's the public transport, it's difficult. Also, sometimes the bus stops or tram stops are not prepared to person with wheelchairs. In Wrocław, lady in tram says that, okay, you are not able to go out on this tram stop because it's too low and it's not prepared to wheelchair. We cannot
With
take
the
you
wheelchair,
out.
yes.
But generally, it's year by year, it's better, I think.
So there is an improvement in the public transport, bus, trams, and so on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see
That's
there's a
good.
problem, but I'll also see there's plenty, lot of things to do.
And how do you think that a person with disability is perceived by others? So is accepted or not so well? So is a person with disability is good included in the society, or has some difficulties, for example, in the school or in the free time? What do you think about?
Yeah, but people are nice, try to help. I cannot complain for the people. I never hear anything bad about my condition or person with disability at all. People try to help. I saw that mainly women are more helpful. And usually are just watching and stay in a safe place, far away.
They don't look.
Yes. Yeah, they don't look, or they look and do nothing. Some situation like someone came to me, for example, and helped me to take off my wheelchair from my car, for example, or something like that, helped me to cross the street.
Okay.
There are women. Men usually try to not see.
And you think that is it difficult to have a relationship with disability, or people are open and try to speak with you and to...
I think that people are open, but of course there are some borders. I mean, people with disability can do every activities as normal people. If they cannot go to some concerts, for example, when there is in some basement because of the stairs, for example, they decide to stay at home, I think. Maybe they will have some problem with going to under the tent, for example, in the nature. But in every day, I think that architecture in a town would allow people with disabilities to be in the same equal activity helps people.
So you mean that there are still many things to do, but it's improving. The quality of the life for a person with a disability is improving.
Yes, it's improving year by year. I can see it.
And what do you think about initiative from government for people with disability?
It's still a lot of there are a lot of problems like personal assistance. Year by year is the same thing that personal assistance starts in every new year in about April, May, something like that. So in the first 4 or 5 months, people with disability are completely alone without help from government. And then the help's coming in, for example, May till the end of the year, till the 31 of December, and from 1st of July, person is alone once again. So this is a problem not only for the disabled person who is alone, who is without this personal assistance, but also for people who want to help because they don't have continuously find another job who is stable, who will give them the money for survive simply for 5 months of the year. So the personal assistance could be person who from definition don't have time for that because they have to have work. This is something who is since many years. Every next government said that they will do something with that and nothing is changing.
If I understand correctly, people with disability have only 8 months for year of assistance, and for 4 months in a year they are completely alone.
Yes.
Is it correct?
Exactly, it's correct.
Yes. Could be a problem. That's strange.
It is a big problem. Also, for things like wheelchairs, we have some money from the government.
Yeah.
But usually it's for the lowest quality things. If you have motor attached to the wheelchair, if you have problem with hands, and you cannot buy the cheapest motor because you have to buy a little bit more expensive, who will be automatically hold your wheelchair. We have to pay more money.
The government doesn't help you to buy this special.
They help to the some level.
Yes.
Not above. So if you find something which will be for you, but will be above this level, different, you will have to find.
So the government give you some money, an amount, but not more. So if you find something that costs more, you have to pay by yourself.
We have in Poland a lot of charity organization, a lot of organization to help to collect the money from people. So everybody knows about that. For example, in my case, when I saw my wheelchair, and it's so expensive. Don't worry, you are a disabled person, so ask your friends and for sure they will give you money to buy this wheelchair. And yes, so that situation had place, but this is quite sad that I have to ask my friends to give me money to allow me to buy wheelchair. I think that the level of money from government should be much higher.
Now we face the last topic, and we are in a project which is called ThisAbleTraveler, and which are the main problems that a person with disability has to face when he travels.
So let me talk on the beginning about Poland. Going by train, for example, it's not a big problem at all. Train have platforms, lift, things like that. Also, the ticket price have in Poland some discounts from disabled person and assistance. So going through the Poland is quite easy. Some cities are better, some are worse prepared for disabled person, but as I told, year by year it's better.
Are public transport free for a person with disability, or they have to pay?
It depends. It's a little bit tricky. But public transport in cities depend on local law. Usually, for people with strong disabilities, the public transport is free. Also for assistance person, but you should check before how it's in local in the city about public transport between the cities, like in train. There's very big discount for assistance, like 95% discount, and it's 37% discount for people on wheelchair. So it's quite cheap, I think.
So in the transport between a city and another one are not free but are cheaper.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
We can say, maybe you are agree with me, in conclusion, that about disability in Poland, things in general are getting better, every day better, but there is still many things to do.
Yes.
What do you think about the progress with help for people with disability?
Yes, the progress is huge. I remember 15 years ago, train was completely not prepared for any kind of disabled. I remember that when I go with my kids, it was difficult to take the car with kids inside of the train. Now the trains are very good prepared for things like that also. Nowadays, yes, more trains have ramps for wheelchairs. Now also some trains have lifts for wheelchairs. So it's easy. The problem is a little bit problem that if you are going by train, you should, even if you buy tickets for person on the wheelchair, they have to say, write an email or call or something that you will be on a wheelchair.
So you have to warn.
Yes, you have to warn something. If you will not do it, you can have situation like we have, for example, that the train had two lifts, one on the right side and one on the left side, and the lift in our side was broken. So the staff says to us, you will need lift. Then we will arrange that we will be on the same platform, but on the other side of this platform. That's like I bought ticket with when there was a place only for wheelchairs. So why don't you figure out that I am on the wheelchair? Not information for us. You have to warn us separately.
Thank you very much for
Thank you very
this
much.
interview. Your content is very useful for us, disabled traveler. Thank you. And maybe see you soon. I thank you for the interview and for your time. So
Thank you very much.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.